There was a throne. It's bright, it's shining, there's so much light there. And there are angels going up and down behind the throne. There's also angels that are arranging, because in that room there was bookshelves to the left, to the right. But unlike the first hall that I was in that room, the bookshelves went all the way up and I couldn't see where the last shelf was. So I knew, and there was a man sitting on the throne, glory coming from him. And I could not make out his face. I could not describe it. I couldn't. It's just a glory. Just like the face of the man that I saw in the previous room, the face of Christ, I could not make it out. It was just a glory. And in the same way, the face of the man I saw, and it was glory. And I would love to believe that that was God. The glory was so immense that I couldn't look. So I just faced down, and I just started crying. The presence in that place was so amazing. So I started crying, and as I'm crying, I'm looking to my right. On the floor, there is a pile of books, and I can tell these are the books of my life. So because of the knowledge that you get when you get to heaven, you know everything that's going on. So I knew the books, and I knew that book has this. I mean, these books have everything you've ever done. I mean, everything I've ever done. Every movie I've ever watched, every song I've ever listened to, everyone I've ever loved, everyone I've ever scolded, every lust I've ever had, everything, every thought, every offering, every time I went to church, they were in various books, but they were piled up right to my right hand side. Book, and comes with it right in front of me, and it's got my name on it, but it is different from any other book that I saw previously. It felt like a book of remembrance. And in that book, there are only 3 pages written. It was this thick of a book, but there are only 3 pages written. And the reason why it's so thick is because it's like the book that I'm supposed to fulfill before I go. And there are only 3 pages. And in those 3 pages, 3 pages that are written things that I did for God with their heart. So the shocking thing when I saw the book is now live a righteous life and go to heaven. Do not sin. Live a righteous life and go to heaven. When we then get to heaven, God is actually saying, I'm so angry at my believers today because none of them are worried about their purpose. None of them are worried about what I have planned for them in their lives. I was so worried as a person about being right with Christ. And yet, upon the moment of death, I knew I was going to heaven. I remembered the sinner's prayer that I made. I remember the last time I sinned and the prayer that I made before the sin. So I remembered everything. So I was so sure that I was going to heaven, but I was not sure that God was happy that I fulfilled his purpose.